team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to the...
Turning it on! And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Smith wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Plucks it out of the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Quarterback making adjustments. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Washington. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. The emotions and energy figure to be high day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot.
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Toss to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the catch. It's Rodgers. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
As as a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass, really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Washington!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll give it to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah,
He's going for the big play. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Running behind that left side. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Newt Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught close to the marker. It's Williams. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Quarterback saw a quick opening right over the middle of the field, so he spits it out to his slot receiver on the slant pass. Nice job.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Williams. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that one.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Smith dropping to pass. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Green. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Perhaps their punter is injured. Perhaps they don't like to punt. Perhaps they hold an inherent bias against kicking the ball to the other team. Whatever the reason, They'll go for it on 4th and a country mile. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback moving. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want. You take the shot. The play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Timeout, Washington. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half.
Let's go! Let's go!
Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but that's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by a field goal over Maryland. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smith wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Punt is on its way. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Some of this, they'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Finding an escape route. Oh, what a cut! They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Looking deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And that's the problem when you're living in second and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Creates a little room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Past the first down marker and still running. At the 40, there he goes. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They're going to go right back to him on first down. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Williams. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. They might mark that down to use the wildcat again.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Young. Touchdown! And that one will put him up here in the second half. The 18 unit on the field.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Finds his man. It's Rodgers. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Moving away from pressure. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the running game. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smith dropping to pass. Rushes on him. Touchdown, Huskies. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Opening play of the drive from the 39. To the air on first down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Notre Dame right back to the line.
What a great job using his speed to get to the quarterback. This linebacker would have started for those great Purple Rain defenses in the 80s under the legendary Washington Husky coach Don James. He would have loved to blitz this dude. So athletic from the linebacker position.
Catch in the middle, it's Cooper. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Plows through the defense. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give is to Williams. Hard running there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looks as if he's going to run it. Nice move there. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the ground with the back. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Williams. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Notre Dame! A great catch and run for 6. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Smith wants to throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Washington wants to go quickly.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Boston. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Smith dropping to pass. Here's a heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
He's going up top. Touchdown, Huskies. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Northern Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Williams. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Trick 9 feet.
They want that clock to run. There he goes.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready, set, fly trumpet, fly trumpet.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. And his throw is incomplete. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive.
Trick 9 feet. Trick 9.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick completion on the outbound. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in position to win.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Second down coming up. Anything here, the quarterback takes a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.